And I would like to request Dr. Tabassum Jamal to come over to the podium and share her valuable insights with us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
A very good morning to all. So first of all, I would like to thank the organizers to invite me for this very important and significant and very timely event, uh, this program on India's STEM Summit and Award for the robotics and automation. And in fact, this is such a timely event, and I think IIT is the best place to host it, because here we have the young engineers and budding entrepreneurs who will be coming with new ideas and doing it practically, introducing these new ideas for the industrial development. So coming from CSIR, first of all, I would apologize that Dr. Aswal had meeting around 11 o'clock. That is why he left. He's our director. If he would have been here, he would have really given a lot more information about the standards, what they are working for in NPL, National Physical Laboratory. And nowadays he has been given the additional charge of my institute, that is called National Institute for Science, Technology and Development Studies. So as you are told by Anchor that I have been working in the area of technology and social change, I'm a strong believer that science and technology is not for shelf, but it is for the society. So we work for science and society. So coming from CSIR, I would say that many of our labs, they are working in very high technological area, and they are doing a lot of industrial partnership. And I can see that significance of this robotics and automation in this emerging time, where we have these micro, small, medium enterprises where they are not able to cope up with the high orders. I must say that India is a country where we have a lot of agricultural challenges. So there also this robotics and automation plays a very important role. Nowadays the precision farming and in fact the medical healthcare sector also needs this line, the robotics and automation. So and why? Because we have those characteristics, and in Indian science and technology where we have reached, I think we have to take this leap forward. As we talk about the fourth industrial revolution also, you have to join in all this modernization, otherwise you cannot survive. So my point is that it is not just the learning or the courses, but it is basically that how the mindset gets changed towards these new ideas and this artificial intelligence that can help to promote these areas. Like if I just share with you some of our experience, how we are trying to inculcate that mindset change from the schooling time. On 3rd of April, we have inaugurated a program called CAMP. This is Knowledge Awareness and Mapping Platform, where we have tied up with an industrial partner called NEASA Communication, where the dynamic questions, like this is a scheme where we would like to map the inherent ability of a student from the school itself, like from 8th class onwards, that what a child or what a student has interest in. So from their side itself, from that particular age itself, the kind of interest we can map, that how the student should go in different lines. So here what we are trying to do from CSIR, as we are into the policy advisory and policy input, that we will be trying to give the dynamic questions. Like you might have heard about the mathematics Olympiad, but this launch or this initiative is towards Olympiad introducing in science, technology and humanities, where we will be developing dynamic questions for the school children, and this will start from 8th class onwards, so that their inquisitiveness or their inherent interest and ability will be mapped, and that will help them to choose their areas. What happens that many of our young children, they in a craze for the IIT, they come here, they do whether they like it or not like it. So their interest does not really go into the right direction. So just to have that balance in mind and that kind of interest which they have in the beginning itself, we have tried to launch, to start this program. This has just launched, and we'll be doing the pilot in Delhi and maybe in some small cities also. So that was one of the thing. But I think next, what I would say that this robotics and automation, how it has really helped in the area of health sector. As you all know, India is known as the medical hotspot, where so many neighboring countries, they are coming to us for their, I mean, because it is affordable also, and we have special doctors, and this precision in the medical system that is happening only with the automation and robotics is getting possible with us. So likewise, because for making this happen, the artificial intelligence, which is the back part of to happen this, that is also coming in a big way for data analytics and decision support system. So decision support system is also one area where we are looking forward to have a big industrial revolution, and maybe you can say social engineering also. So this is a very significant area where I think today we all are here, and I think we would be listening our other panelists also here, and throughout the day we have deliberations. So we would be really be more aware that what are the opportunities and what are the challenges in accepting, because sometimes you feel that seeing the grassroots problems, that whether the robotics and automation is the future of India, that is also a big question mark. But yes, it is, because we have to make it possible. Then only we can really think of our industrial growth and say economic development for our country. So I think, and CSIR also provides, we have 38 laboratories all over India. So few of the labs, like NPL is one, which I talked about, they are working on standards. Then CMERI, they are working into mechanical engineering. And particularly in the agriculture sector, they have started a new excellence center of excellence in Ludhiana, where they are working for the agricultural machinery. So that agricultural machinery is also now the focus is that how the precision agriculture can be possible with those kind of new innovations, what the scientists they are working there. So like this, there are other labs which are working in this high tech area, and they are exactly now, because in this new era, it is not just research is going on, but the industrial partnership is also on. So there is a big opportunity where ICRA and CSIR labs can work together, and there will be a change that where we see lot of new development can happen with the help of national laboratories plus other agencies. And IIT is a place where these young entrepreneurs, they can take it forward when they go outside. It is not that they look for the job, but they should be the job giving, because they are the budding entrepreneurs. They should think that how the small startups can take place, and how with these new technologies they can really prosper and give a lot of employment to other people where they are problem of employment. Thank you so much.